pop it in. We've got our garlic herb pizza sliders. These, so good. Okay, so before we get started, here's the ingredients that you would need to have on hand. You need a 9 by 13, either if you're going to make these immediately or if you're going to freeze them. The disposable ones work great. You'll need some foil, and then you will need your Hawaiian rolls, okay, and then your garlic and herb seasoning, pizza sauce, 1 can of pizza sauce, and then for cheeses, you're gonna need Parmesan, provolone, and mozzarella. And then meat, if you're doing the pepperoni, we're doing that. And if you're feeling really daring, grab your crushed red pepper. We're gonna add a little bit of that, and then you will need your butter melted. So pause. If you're working along, melt your butter either in a pot or just in a bowl is fine as well. And then we are gonna go ahead and get started. So first thing you're gonna need is your Hawaiian rolls. Great. All right, so go ahead and open up your rolls, and then you are gonna grab a bread knife, okay? We're gonna take them out of their little box, okay? And then what we are gonna do is we're gonna slice them in half, okay? You're not gonna separate the buns at this point, okay? And then we are going to set the top elsewhere. And then this goes right into your 9 by 13. And I am actually gonna go ahead and double this recipe. So if that is you, that is awesome. I know my people will eat way more than 12 of these. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this second box. Or second, box, I guess. Okay, those go away. And these. Okay, so what I ended up doing is just a half actually. So if you want a full 9 by 13, you're gonna do a full roll of 12 and then 6 more. So you can do 18 at a time. Okay, then it's just basically like making a little fun lasagna, okay? We're gonna start with our pizza sauce. You're gonna spread that all over, okay? And you're gonna use most of the can. Unlike lasagna though, you don't necessarily want this to go all over the edges. So just to the edge of the rolls. And this is also such a fun recipe you could do. This is just very basic with just pepperoni, but you could throw in Italian sausage. You could do all sorts of veggies. Okay, next is we're actually gonna do cheese next. So your mozzarella and your provolone. And you are just gonna sprinkle that all over the sauce. And then you're gonna do half of your Parmesan cheese. Okay, we're gonna save the other half is actually going in your butter. So you can dump that in whenever you're ready. Okay, now we are doing meat. So whatever meat you are using, if you're using pepperoni, you're just gonna cover the cheese. Show you as I'm working here. So we got cheese and now we got pepperoni coming. And these are, I've got sandwich cuts, so I'm basically doing one per bun, if that makes sense. So when we pull them apart, you just get one full piece, okay? Yay, there's that. Okay, now the lids go on, okay? So we just simply put the bread back on the top. Okay, so you've got this. All right, and now for the fun. If you have kids in the kitchen with you, this is a fun painting as we call it. So your garlic and herb seasoning is gonna get mixed into your melted butter. And if you're choosing to do the red peppers, I'm adding just a bit. And you're gonna mix that all up. So you've got the rest of your Parmesan cheese, your butter, and your seasoning all ready to go. And then we are just painting the top of our sandwiches. They are gonna be super delicious. So that garlic, the seasoning, the cheese, it will kind of just melt and go down into in between the sandwiches. That's exactly what we want, right? The more the better. Okay, make sure you do not waste any. You want it good and coated. Got lots of cheese that didn't quite melt, which is perfectly fine. You could also just sprinkle the Parmesan, the rest of your Parmesan cheese on the top. Okay, so there, look at that. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is foil. Your baking instructions, you'll do half of the time with foil, half without. So if you're throwing these in the freezer, similar to bags, double foil your pan, or if you're using the lids that come with the disposable. I like to do a layer of foil in there and the lid just to make sure it stays as airtight as possible. But then this is it. It's gonna go in the freezer, thaw them overnight, and you are ready to go. So this would make an amazing appetizer. Also makes awesome dinner. I'm making this for dinner today, and I'm just gonna do a side salad with it, some fresh veggies. Very, very simple. We have like this much time for dinner today, so this will only take about 20 minutes to bake. So you just basically want it ooey and gooey and delicious. That's it. So there you go. There is your garlic herb pizza sliders. Enjoy.